Right.
My name is Brother Ali. That was not my name at birth. I became Muslim when I was 15, and we were talking about names that I should take. You know, a lot of people have some sort of Muslim name in their name when they become a Muslim. I want to do the same thing. So all these names started being talked about. People kept coming back to the name Ali, and I didn't know Ali is the cousin of Prophet Muhammad. I didn't know anything about that Ali at that time. That guy became a hero to me as well. The Ali that I knew was Muhammad Ali. So when I took that name, I was thinking Muhammad Ali. So when people ask me, where'd you get that name? I say I'm named after Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is one of the greatest heroes of our time, of modern time. He's the most famous human being on earth, and he's a black man from Louisville, Kentucky, and came from a time when things were segregated, and told the world that I'm beautiful, I'm the greatest. And what he was not just saying that about himself. People that are privileged misunderstood. They said he's very arrogant. He's a loudmouth young Cassius Clay. But what he was saying is that we are beautiful and that we are great. You know, that led to a movement of people feeling good about who they are, feeling good about the things that grow out of their body. And so when I grew this beard out, you know, this is my version of the natural. You know, I wasn't going to make me feel bad about being albino because I was taught that black is beautiful, so I also could be beautiful. You know,
yes, sir.
I believed in it. We all know, and I want to say this, and I think it's very relevant, that we all know about Muhammad Ali for what he did in the war when he was already rich and he was already famous. When they wanted for him to go to Vietnam, they wanted to do that to break him down because they knew that he was a leader for the people, and they knew that if they put him in the military that they could make him a hypocrite, and he wasn't going to allow them to do that. So in the prime of his career, they put him up for draft, and he refused the draft, and he did not know what they were going to do to him. They could have done what they did to Paul Robeson and others, could have just completely ended him, but they couldn't do that because he was so great. Now, we all know that he did that and he became a hero because of that. But what not a lot of us know is that when Muhammad Ali was 18 years old, before he was rich and famous, before he was Muhammad Ali, before he ever knew that he was going to be the greatest fighter that ever lived, he had one great fight in the Olympics in Rome. And he was so scared, if you read his autobiography, his memoir, he was so scared to fly. He said, I'll just take a boat. I don't get on no airplane. And we all know a lot of our grandparents won't get on an airplane. They will not do it. If the family reunion is somewhere, they have to start driving a week ahead of time because they're not getting on a plane. People from that generation just did not do that. And I can't say they're wrong, but Muhammad Ali said, I'll just take a boat. They said, well, champ, that's going to mess up your training. You can't do that. There's not enough time. By the time you get there, you'll be out of shape. You have to fly. So he went to a military surplus store and bought himself a parachute, and he wore it on the plane. That's not the story I wanted to tell, but I just think that's funny. But when Ali, Cassius Clay at this time, went over there and won. He beat everybody behind, and the whole stage got silent. The American flag went up, and the other two guys from whatever country they were from, nobody remembers them. He stood up there and they played the national anthem, and the flag went up, and everybody had to shut their mouth and bow down. And he felt that he had won a victory for his country. So he went back to segregated Louisville, Kentucky. This is in the 60s, and this is only about 10 hours from where we live. It's not very far. So he went back home, and he and his family started going to restaurants that were segregated. And he wore his medal wherever he went. In his life, he didn't know that he was going to go on to be the greatest fighter in the world. And for all he knew, that could be the greatest thing that ever happened to him. Imagine if regular ass me and you won a gold medal. So he went to the restaurants and he said, oh, Cassius, we love you. That exceptionalism thing. They fell down and, you know, frothed at the mouth, couldn't wait to serve him a meal. He could go everywhere that was segregated. And he got reports that his family members were going back there without him, and they weren't being seated. And he said to himself, and he said to his family, if this gold medal doesn't mean that this country that I live in has to respect my family and my people that won them, that produced me. It's a group of people that produced me. I didn't produce myself. I am who I am because somebody loved me. A group of people produced me, and I owe everything that I ever do to those people. And so he took his gold medal off and threw it in the Ohio River. And they asked his daughter, they said, is that true? They asked Layla Ali, is that true? Because we know the champ deals in hyperbole from time to time. And she said, I've never seen that medal, and I've been his daughter for 30 years. And if that medal was around somewhere, it would have showed up somewhere. That's right. The chances are that he threw the thing that represented his greatest success in life, was willing to sacrifice that. And that's the moment in my mind where a human being becomes a hero. An average person is willing to give everything up. So that's what we're doing here, because we are wrestling with the question of what kind of person am I going to be? What kind of sacrifice am I willing to make? So I was raised with the raised fist. Angela Davis, summer 68 Olympics. Train banging your wings against the cage. In the event you became cageless. The bane of my existence is to resist. Back never bent, reload never relent. Of all light shown, I'm a glimmering glint. Was named after a king and I mixed the greatest. Changed the world in the ring with his fist. More so with the gift when it rang from his lips. Bigger than just an individual gift. He had a vision for bringing dignity to the crib. Gold medalist in his Olympic event. Significant respect glistening off his neck. U.S. flag waved, the globe silent. Wore it every way it went just to show what it meant. Stepped off the pain, back on the pavement. The people hell bent, they would never relent. Celebrate him, but his kin still clenched in the problem one piece of metal couldn't fix. Legend as he pictured in the Ohio River. What good the recognition when I know that I'm a victim? Hell-bent in a hell-bent curriculum. Class president / second-class citizen. So diligent to fight for people. 19 years old. Sacrificed his ego. So here we go. Salute the namesake. Many are successful. Very few are great. We're going to get this done tonight. Say yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
All right. Thank y'all very much.
All right.